This is a game I like to play. It's a good game at parties and things. It uses a little copper cup and a little red ball.
Okay.
Now, the object of the game is to keep track of the little red ball because sometimes it's going to be down in the cup. Sometimes I take it out of the cup and I put it down in my pocket. But it's always going to be one of two places, either under the cup or down in my pocket.
Okay.
Now, pay close attention and we'll start the game. Watch. Ball goes in the cup. Listen. Hear it inside there? Now, I'm going to take the ball out of the cup, place it down in my pocket.
Okay.
Now, here's where I ask you a question. It's a simple question. Is the ball in the cup or is the ball down in my pocket? Now, before you answer, I got to tell you, it's rigged. It's a swindle. People lose a lot of money on the street playing this game because if you say the ball is in the cup, I'm going to show you that the ball is down in my pocket. But if you say the ball is down in my pocket, I'm going to show you the ball is under the cup. Now, here's how it works. It's a trick cup. You probably figured that out already.
Okay.
In the top of the cup, there is a hidden trap door that opens and closes. Watch. See, I can take the ball out of the cup, drop it, it goes through like that. If I drop the ball that way, the trap door opens up and it goes through like that. If I put the ball back down in my pocket, snap my fingers, the ball goes from my pocket to under the cup without you even seeing it, just like that.
I don't see a trap door.
Well, I tell you what,
I don't see a trap door either.
that's what magic is. Now watch closely because you look a little confused. I'm going to slow it down.
I'm always confused.
I'm going to slow it down. Watch. The ball slowly goes into my pocket.
Okay.
I snap my fingers. The ball magically and very quickly goes from my pocket to back under the cup. Did you see it go?
I did not.
No.
Do you remember what color it was?
It was red.
No.
What?
It's orange. It's a basketball. But watch, if I wave the ball like that,
How?
tap the bottom of the cup, tap my fingers, raise the cup up. Tell you try it. Wave your hand over the cup. Snap your fingers. Now slowly raise the cup up.
Oh my
There's
goodness.
the other ball, and check it out. They won't even go back into the cup.
That is crazy.
I can do magic.
Yes, you can. I
Just help me.
Yeah.
Little coin purse. My grandmother gave me this. Now, magicians aren't the manliest of men, but we're very sneaky. Has something very interesting in it. These are 4 Morgan silver dollars. These are very old, very valuable coins. If you both would take a look at them, please. Examine them very closely. Make sure they're real. Make sure they're what they appear to be. Excellent. Now, I call these 4 coins my 4 best friends because they've been paying my bills for a long time. Now, I'm going to place the coins down on the table like that. And then I'm going to move 2 coins out to the front, and 2 coins are going to stay back here, 1 in each corner. Now, it's important to pay very close attention. Keep 1 eye on the coins, 1 eye on me, and 1 eye on Leslie Nielsen back there. Now, I'm not going to touch these coins, but I am going to wave my hands over them in a magical fashion, okay? Watch close. I'm going to wave over those 2, wave over those 2, wave over those 2, and I'm going to wave over those 2. If I wiggle my fingers, watch something strange happen. Watch the coin travel from there to there. Watch it travel from there to there. Watch the next coin travel from there to there. Watch the last coin travel. It's got a long way to go from there all the way to there. That's all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Barbara, if you hold your hand out, please. Just like that. Perfect. I'm going to take these 4 coins, and I am going to give you a brief explanation of how money works. Most people don't think about it, but you see, for money to do the job that it has to do, the one thing it's got to do is change hands. It's got to go from your hand to somebody else's hand to do the job that it's supposed to do. I want you to watch the 4 coins, okay? I'm going to close my hand around them like that and give them a little squeeze. Use your magic breath and blow on my hand, just like that. Well, those coins vanished. But it doesn't actually vanish, the coin travels. It makes a journey. It goes up my arm, it goes across my shoulders, it goes down my right arm, and in your hand, like that. That's one. Coin number 2 is going to travel from my hand to Barbara's hand. It's going to do magic. It's going to go from my hand to Barbara's hand in a magical fashion. How many coins in that hand?
3.
Watch. 1, 2, listen, 3. That's 2 to travel. Coin number 3 from my hand to your hand, okay? The exact same way those 2 coins traveled. This coin will go from my hand to your hand almost in the blink of an eye. Barbara, if you would please, pay very close attention. Because the one thing people always say to themselves at the end of this demonstration is, I wish I would have watched Glen just a little bit closer. Now you have all 1, 2, 3, 4 coins in your hand.
I do.
So far, 3 coins have traveled. That leaves 1, number 4. Now I'm going to squeeze those into a little stack in the middle of your hand. I'm going to take the last coin, number 4, close your hand quickly around those 3, turn it over. Now you squeeze those 3 coins so there is no way
Where is it?
I can sneak number 4 in without you feeling it. Okay?
Okay.
Watch closely. We'll take the last coin. Just give a little squeeze like that. Little by little, coin number 4 is going to travel from my hand to your hand right about now. Slowly open your hand, count the coins. A little faster. That's all 1, 2, 3, 4 coins, 2 hands, a little bit of magic, and some big smiles. One of the oldest known magic tricks in the world. Oldest known magic tricks in the world, one of the favorite tricks of the street magicians around the world. It's called cups and balls. And it uses 1, 2, 3 copper cups. Now, these are solid copper cups, but they're also magical. They will pass right through each other. Solid through solid. We also use the magic wand. And there are 3 little red balls. I have 3 balls. My mother always said I was special. Now watch closely. I'm going to take ball number 1, place it in my hand. I give the wand a little spin and a wave, and the ball disappears. Ball number 2, wave of the wand, ball vanishes. Ball number 3, take the ball, pick up, and the ball disappears. But don't worry, I'll find it tomorrow. And if I tap each cup like that, watch closely, because those 2 balls return and runs away, and that little ball comes back just like that. Now I place the ball on the bottom of the cup, cover it, take the magic wand, give it a little spin, and a tap, and that ball passes right through the bottom of the solid copper cup. Ball number 2 goes on the bottom of the cup. Then cover it, take the magic wand, give it a little spin, and a tap. 2 balls pass right in the bottom of the cup. And finally, ball number 3 goes on the bottom of the cup. We cover it like that. We take the magic wand, we give it a little spin, we tap. And lo and behold, all 1, 2, 3 balls pass right through the bottom of the solid copper cups. And I'm going to cover the cups just like that. And I'm going to start off with this ball. I'm going to place it down in my pocket. I'm going to take ball number 2, place it down in my pocket. And finally, ball number 3, it goes down in my pocket. But if I tap the cup like that, snap my fingers, that ball comes right back. I can place that ball back down in my pocket, snap my fingers, and that ball comes right back. Once again, I put the ball back down in my pocket like that, snap my fingers, and that ball comes right back. Amazing, right? One more time. Ball goes down in my pocket. Snap my fingers, and the ball comes right back. Again, place the ball down in my pocket. Snap my fingers. Ball comes right back. You can't get rid of it. Now place the ball down in my pocket. And you, sir, what's your name?
Rex.
Rex. Rex, I started out with 3 balls. That's more than most people in life do. I started out with 3 balls.
Okay.
2 balls went into my pocket. So how many balls should be left on the table?
1.
And where is it? I'll give you a hint.
The middle.
The middle of the cup. Exactly. Now, if I take that ball and place it down in my pocket, snap my fingers, tap my pocket, tap the cup, that ball comes right back.
Okay.
So now we've got a little game we're going to play, okay? It's a game with a little cup and a little ball. Object of the game is to keep track of the ball. Sometimes the ball is in the cup, okay? Sometimes I take the ball out of the cup and I put it down in my pocket. But the ball is always one of 2 places. It's either under the cup or it's down in my pocket, okay? Are you ready to play?
Yes.
All right, here we go. Watch the ball go into the cup,
Okay.
okay? I take the ball out of the cup, place it down in my pocket.
Right.
Now the game starts, I ask you a question. Is the ball under the cup or is the ball down in my pocket?
In your pocket. I saw you put it there.
Rex, I'm going to let you in a little secret. This is a game played on the streets for money. It's a hustle. There's no way you can win. Because if you say the ball is under the cup, I'm going to say the ball is down in my pocket.
Okay.
If you say the ball is down in my pocket, I'm going to say it's under the cup. Now, Rex, the secret is in the bottom of the cup. There's an invisible trap door that opens and closes. Watch closely. I'll show you exactly how it works, okay? I take the ball out of the cup and I drop it. It goes through that hole like that. If I drop it this way, the hole opens up and it falls through like that. If I put the ball back down in my pocket, snap my fingers, wave the magic wand, the ball goes from my pocket to under the cup, just like that. Rex, you look a little confused. I'm going to slow it down, okay? Rex, the ball goes into my pocket. I take the magic wand, I give it a little spin, I tap my pocket, I tap the cup. Rex, did you see the ball go from my pocket to the cup?
No.
Do you remember what color it was?
I'm not even sure anymore.
What color was the ball?
In your pocket.
What color was the little ball?
Red.
No.
Red.
Right. cards. And you got a third spin. You got a third spin. Because keeping track of one red card as it gets mixed in with 2, 3 black cards changes the dynamics of the game. He called it a little game of Hanky Poo, 1 for me, 3 for you. But he got my attention, he got the attention of a lot of other people. But no sooner had he started his game than this clown in the back of the crowd shouts out, excuse me, isn't this game supposed to be played with 3 cards and not 4? Well, the dealer just looked at him and he kind of grinned and said, sure, son. We can play it with 3 cards, 4 cards. We can always play it with 3. He said, you just keep your eye on the red card. Hey, diddle diddle, she's the one in the middle. Where is the red card now? Well, of course, the clown fell for the move, and he bet that the red card was still in the middle. And he walked away a loser. Now, I hung around the rest of the day, and I watched just to see how he did it. And I noticed that no matter what card anybody picked, they could never catch him with the red card in his hand because this guy was good. He was real good. He was too good. As a matter of fact, I think he was cheating. Well, I went home that night, and I stayed awake almost the whole night trying to figure out just how this old guy did it. And I remembered he showed us the red card followed by the 3 black cards. And somebody would always say, isn't this played with 3 cards and not 4? And he would oblige them by getting rid of 1 card. And then came the hey diddle diddle. It's the one in the middle part. Followed by that fancy shuffle. And then I remembered he made a move something like that, where he tapped where the extra card was. And I think that's how he did it. I think that's why, no matter what card anybody picked, they could never catch him with the red card in his hand, because by that time, there was no red card in his hand. It was back in his coat. So I decided I had this Monty thing all figured out. The next morning, when I woke up, I went all through the house, and I gathered up all the money that I could find. And I went back down on the corner, on the block, in front of the courthouse, where the old guy was dealing money again. And I worked my way up to the front of his table. And this time, when he started his game, I was the one that said, excuse me, sir, isn't it supposed to be played with 3 cards and not 4? He just looked at me and said, sure, son. We can play it with 4 cards. We can play it with 3. He said, you just keep your eye on the red card. Hey, diddle, diddle. It's the one in the middle. Where is the red card now? Well, I saw him make his move, and I made mine. I took all the money I had in my pocket, put it out on the table. And I said, sir, that red card's in your pocket. Well, I'm going to tell you, I learned a lot of lessons that week. I learned that you never shoot pool with a man named Fats. You never eat with a diner named Mom's. You never play cards with an old man on the street. Most of all, I learned that a fool and his money probably never should have gotten together in the first place. There was a huge crash of lightning, and thunder rolled through the valley, and it rolled through the house. And for a brief second, the lights went out. Just for a brief second. And some lady in the crowd screamed, and she said, look at the cards. And some lady in the crowd screamed and she said, look at the cards. And if you'll notice, there's a 5 here, and there's a 5 here. And behind the 5, there's an 8. And behind the 5 here, there's an 8. Oh. And behind the 8, there's an ace. And behind the 8 over here, there's an ace. And behind the 2 aces, there's 10s. And behind the 2 10s, there's 9s. And behind the 9s, there's 3s.
Oh my gosh.
And behind the 3s, there's... You remember? You had a 4? So does Seth. And then we have 6s. And then we have 2s. And then we have 7s. Now Sarah knows her brother Seth is at peace.
Yay!